Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics with SM Sir. Today we will learn the remaining portion of the riverboat problem. And if you have not seen yet my earlier video, please watch the earlier video first and then follow this. The link given below. Let's start. Okay students, the problem is given like this. Is suppose the velocity of the river with respect to ground is 2v and the velocity of v with respect to river, velocity of the boat with respect to river is v. Question is, at what angle should the boat must move in order to make the drift minimum? 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree, and all calculation you have to do with the direction of flow of the river. That means we have to actually find out this angle. Okay, so if you follow if you have seen my earlier video of this lecture, I told you there, if v be the velocity of the boat with respect to the river and u is the velocity of the river with respect to ground, and there must be maybe two conditions, correct? So if the velocity of the boat, if v is greater than u, then x equal to 0 under the condition of sine theta is equal to what? Sine theta is equal to, if the velocity v is greater than u, sine theta is equal to u by v. And in that case, x equal to 0. But in the second case, I told you, if u is greater than v, that means if the river velocity is more than the velocity of the boat with respect to the river, in that case, x cannot be equal to 0, but the minimum value of x can be found out by using this formula, sine theta is equal to v by u. Clear? So let us apply this particular logic in this case. If you watch it carefully, look at this. In this case, velocity of the boat, correct? Velocity of the river, u. What is that? 2v. Velocity of the river with respect to ground is 2v. And what is the velocity of the boat with respect to the river? Velocity of the boat with respect to the river is v. So which condition is satisfying? It is satisfying the second condition, correct? So if I apply this formula in order to find minimum drag, x is minimum, where sine theta is equal to v. V means velocity of the boat with respect to river, that is v, divided by u means velocity of the river with respect to ground, that is 2v, that is equal to half, and sine theta is equal to half, that is theta is equal to what? 30 degree. So if it is 30 degree, that means if it is 30 degree, this is 90 degree, total angle is 120 degree. So option 4 is correct. Is it clear? So simple. You can solve this problem easily if your concept is clear, correct? Now I'm going to show you swimming in a desired direction, correct? Neither shortest time, neither shortest path. Means suppose a person wants to move from one point to another, okay, not to move the path, to cover the path in shortest time, shortest path, etc. So what to do? Okay, let me show this kind of problem to you. Okay. Let's come to focus on this particular part of the lecture. Correct? So this is the last topic of the lecture. So be careful and listen it to very carefully. Suppose a man starts its motion, or a boat starts its motion from the point A, and he needs to reach at the point B. It is just like aeroplane. Correct? Clear? Suppose a boat starts from A and A wants to reach at the point B, and this is the direction of the river velocity u with respect to the ground, and this is the velocity of the boat with respect to the river, which is v. Magnitude is given. So the question is, in what direction should the man swim, or sorry, should the boat move to reach its desired direction? Correct? What is the condition? What is the condition such that the boat can move along a beam? Or Find the direction. Find the direction along which the boat must move so it can reach B. Okay. So here I'm going to tell you a technique. Say for example, it is given this angle is alpha and velocity of river is this U. Here I'm going to tell you a technique. What to do? You do one thing. Make one component AB as x-axis, correct? Make AB as x-axis and draw another component perpendicular to it and make that as y component. You just guess it, okay? Need not to worry about it, correct? Think this x-axis and this y-axis. And say for example, the boat is moving along this direction. Suppose the boat is moving arbitrarily along this direction. Okay. And this angle is supposed to be theta. And this V. So what to do then? Look at this. Resolve this into two components. Resolve this into components, correct? One along this, one along this. So velocity along this direction is what? Along this direction is what? Velocity of the boat, okay, with respect to river. Okay, if I consider this as x-axis, for example, and this as y-axis. So what should I do? I will write this as V cos theta I cap plus, take this as positive y-axis, V sin theta j cap. Okay. And now resolve this into two components again. One along this, another along this. Okay, what will be that? Velocity of the river with respect to the ground would be what? V u cos alpha I cap minus u sin alpha j cap. Now for an observer, he is watching this boat is moving along this direction, correct? So what is the velocity of the, what is the velocity of this with respect to the ground? What is the velocity of the boat with respect to ground? Correct? It is equal to what? Velocity of the boat with respect to the river. Clear? Velocity of the boat with respect to the river means velocity of the boat with respect to the ground minus velocity of the river with respect to the ground. Correct? That means plus velocity of the river with respect to the ground. Correct? Now, what is the velocity of the boat with respect to the river? This V cos theta I cap plus V sin theta j cap plus u cos alpha I cap minus u sin alpha j cap. Now, if I simplify the result, what will be that? V cos theta plus u cos alpha I cap and plus V sin theta minus u sin alpha j cap. Now look, there must not be any motion along this direction, correct? So it is only possible, that means if this component is zero. If the man wants to move along this direction, there must not be any motion along this direction. Is it clear? So this demands what? This component should be equal to 0. So that is what? V sin theta minus u sin alpha equal to 0. So V sin theta minus U sin alpha equal to 0. So V sin theta minus U sin alpha is equal to 0. Therefore, what is that? V sin theta is equal to U sin alpha. Therefore, sin theta is equal to U by V sin alpha. And theta is equal to sin inverse of U by V sin alpha. Look, clear? Now theta means which angle? Look at the diagram. Theta means which angle? I took theta as this angle, correct? So with the direction of motion. And if you want to know what is the value of theta with the direction of flow, so find out the value for theta plus alpha. Done. Only this much thing you have to do. Clear? So let's handle a problem related to this. Okay? Okay. Now look, a problem is given here. Wind is blowing in the east direction, along this direction. Okay? With a speed of 2 meters per second. That means velocity of the wind is given. Velocity of the wind with respect to ground is 2 meters per second. Okay? Let us write this as magnitude form. 2 meters per second. Now, bird wishes to travel from A to tree A to tree B. Is from here to here, correct? Okay, from here to here. Find the direction in which bird should fly so that it can reach from A to B directly. Okay. Now we can solve this problem easily by using the previous method as I told you. Okay, this is A, this is B. Okay, this is the direction of velocity of the wind. Okay, and what is given? This is 2 meters per second. And what this angle is given is 37 degrees. So what to do? Just split this into two components. One is this. This would be what? 2 cos 37 degree, and this is 2 sin 37 degree. Okay, these 2 cos 37 degree, these 2 sin 37 degree. Now I don't know really in which direction the bird needs to fly, correct? So let us assume this is the direction along which the bird needs to fly. So what to do? Again, we need to split it into two components, one along this, other along this, and let us assume this angle is alpha. Clear? So what will happen? The bird wishes to travel from A to B, find the direction in which bird should fly so that it can reach. Okay. Now do one thing. Wind is blowing, wind speed is given, correct? Actual velocity of the bird you have to find out, etc. Okay, we'll do it later. So let us assume this is the velocity of the bird. This is the velocity of the bird with respect to what? With respect to wind. Okay, and we need to resolve into two components. One along this, other along this. Clear? And if I take this angle as alpha, so let's write down the information first, correct? Velocity of the wind with respect to the ground. I am taking this as x-axis and this as y-axis, correct? So what will happen? This will be 2 cos, look, these along x-axis, 2 cos 37 degree I cap minus 2 sin 37 degree j cap. Now, what is the velocity of the bird with respect to the wind? Let us find that, correct? Now, it is given the velocity of the bird in scalar. That means the magnitude of this given. Velocity of the bird with respect to the wind is given, magnitude is 4 meters per second. This we know. Clear? So, if we split this, if we write it like this, velocity of the bird with respect to the wind, if I split it into two components, what will happen? This is what? 4. That means 4 cos alpha I cap plus 4 sin alpha j cap. Okay? Now I have shown this earlier. If the bird needs to fly directly along the path AB, there should be no motion along this direction. That means these two components will be always equal. So what to write? This equal to this. So that means 2 sine 37 degree is equal to 4 sine of alpha. What is the value of sine 37 degree? 3 by 5 is equal to 4 sine of alpha. Therefore, this is equal to 2, 2. So, alpha equal to sine of inverse 3 by 10. Clear? So, if you want to write down the full answer, what is the answer? The bird needs to fly along this direction, alpha plus 37 degree. So, total angle is, if I take this angle, theta, so this will be 37 degree plus sine inverse of 3 by 10. Done. Now find the actual velocity of the bird during the flight. That means what is the velocity of the bird with respect to the ground. Now velocity of the bird with respect to the ground. So velocity of the bird with respect to the wind is equal to velocity of the bird with respect to the ground minus velocity of the wind with respect to the ground. So we need to find out velocity of the bird with respect to the ground. Velocity of the bird with respect to the ground is equal to velocity of the bird with respect to the wind plus velocity of the wind with respect to ground. Correct? Now velocity of the bird with respect to the wind. What is that? Velocity of the bird with respect to the wind is this. That is equal to what? Velocity of the bird with respect to the wind is 4 cos alpha I cap plus 4 sin alpha j cap. So that is 4 cos alpha I cap plus 4 sin alpha j cap. Plus, what is the velocity of the wind with respect to the ground? Velocity of the wind with respect to the ground is this 2 cos 37 I cap minus 2 sin 37 degree j cap. 2 cos 37 degree I cap minus 2 sin 37 degree j cap. Correct. And we know when we simplified this, correct, earlier, there is 4 cos alpha plus 2 cos 37 degree I cap and 4 sin alpha minus 2 sin 37 degree j cap. And we know this is equal to 0 because that is the condition. So this is the velocity 4 cos alpha plus 2 cos 37. Now, what is the value of sin alpha? Sin alpha we got earlier. That is sin alpha is equal to 3 by 10. So what is the value of cos alpha? We can find out easily. Sin alpha is equal to 3 by 10. So if I draw a triangle, this alpha, sin alpha is equal to height, this hypotenuse. So this will be equal to 100 minus 9. 100 minus 9 is root over of 91. 10 square, 100 minus 9, there is 91. So what is the value? 4 cos 37 degree cos alpha is equal to base by hypotenuse root over of 91 by 10 plus 2. Cos 37 is what? 4 by 5. That is 4 root 91, or you can simplify the result. Okay, we can simplify the result in this way. If I cancel it, this 2, this is 5. So this is 2, 4 plus root 91 by 5 meter per second. Okay. So last portion of the problem is what is the time taken, correct? Time is equal to distance is given 100 meter divided by What is the speed along that direction? Speed along that direction is 2, 4 plus 91 by 5, correct? So 2, 4 plus root 91 by 5. That is equal to 50, 250 by 4 root over of 90. Correct? Same problem is you have to solve the problem of aeroplane wind in this way. Just assume the aeroplane as the bird and wind as it is, correct? Or river boat, river as the wind and boat as the aeroplane. That's all.